Hello and welcome to a quick video explaining how to use Edpuzzle. So to use Edpuzzle, go to Google and just look up the word Edpuzzle. When you're there, you're going to see the first link, Edpuzzle. You click it, and voila, you're taken here. Down the top right hand side of the page, you're going to see a button that says Login. You press that. Obviously, you're a student. And then here, please make sure you go to where it says Sign in with Google. Just click Sign in with Google, and boom, it will automatically take you into your Edpuzzle account. If it does ask you to sign in, please remember that to sign in, all you would have to do for Google would be to use your ID. So let's say your ID is 45678, and you would do 45678 at mbnautilussharks.org. Let's say your ID is 789. Your ID would, then your email would be 789 at mbnautilussharks.org, and your password, same as your day school's password. And if you ever forget, by the way, that mbnautilussharks.org, you can just go to Google and you can look up Nautilus Middle. And the first link that shows up is the school website to Nautilus Middle School. The school website is mbnautilussharks.org. That's how you can remember it. Okay, so back to Edpuzzle. So when you log into Edpuzzle, you can immediately see what assignments are due. Okay, perfect. So you have this assignment due. Let's go ahead and let's start. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute this to avoid it talking at the same time as me. So all Edpuzzle is basically a video. It's a video that you're being asked to watch for class. Now, usually, if I'm picking the video out of all the videos that you have, it's going to be a good one. More often than not, it's one that I made myself. Okay? Now, on the very bottom of the page, underneath the video, you can see it has these teardrops, right? These little teardrops. So the whole idea is that you would be watching this video, and when you arrive at one of the teardrops, the video is going to stop. Now, very important, every single video has audio. All right? So please, for example, let's pause this. I'm going to let the audio actually play so you can hear what the audio would be like.
And the side is 3. 2 times 3 is what? 6. Yay, you found your answer. Nope. Remember, you have to divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Voila. That's the area of your triangle. Let's do another example. Let's say that I have, let's say that this is 6 and this is 4. Okay, let's find it out.
So, first of all, the most important thing that I want you to understand is if you're just watching the video without listening to it, you're not going to understand it. I'm talking as I'm teaching. You have to be listening. You have to have your audio on, whether you have it really low on a computer or whether you're listening on headphones. Now, we arrived at the first question. Based on what I just saw, I'm going to go ahead and assume, okay, so I had to do 6 times 4. I had to multiply the two sides, 24, but then I had to divide them by 2. So 24 divided by 2, 12. Boom. And I submitted. Now, I just submitted my answer. Notice, it's not telling me if it's right or wrong. This isn't multiple choice. I have to grade it. So for now, let's just continue.
Find it out. 6 times 4? 6 times 4 will be 24. Are we done? No, you have to divide by 2.
Notice that by watching the video and by listening to it, you can automatically tell, what, if you were right or not, you can better understand the material. Again, please keep the audio on when you're listening to the video. It really helps.
24 divided by 2? 12. Congratulations, you found the area of your triangle. It really is incredibly easy. Now, you might be wondering, Mr. Pearson, how come this formula has divided by 2? Well, if you think of a sandwich, when you make a sandwich, you make your sandwich, it's nice. Let's say you want to make it super pretty. If you want to make it super pretty, you cut it in half, right? You cut it diagonally in half. Voila, it's cut in half. Wait, you cut it in half. So you mean you divide it by 2?
Also, sometimes you're going to have a note that pops up instead of a question. So when I really, really want to make sure that you understand something, a note will pop up. Usually, if I'm taking the time and trouble to put a note, it's really important. You should pay attention, maybe scribble something down in your notes, whatever's more important to you. Okay?
Think about that for a second. How do you find the area of a square? Length times width, yeah? But then if you're cutting it in half, you're basically doing length times width divided by 2. That's what this is above. Let's do another triangle. Let's say here, I give you a different kind of triangle. Let's say I give you one that's like this. Alright, they're telling you this is 6, this is 6, this is 5. I do not care about these slanty 6s. When I measure straight up. The 6s don't matter. On the inside of the triangle, you're going to have a dotted line that goes up. Let's say the height is 7. I don't care about the 6. 5 times.
Okay, so now it's asking you a multiple choice question. When you measure the height of something, you measure in a diagonal or measure straight up in a straight line. Now, obviously, when you have this answer, it's multiple choice. It'll tell you if you're right away. But I want you to notice here in the bottom left, you have a little option that says rewatch. Let's say you arrive at this question and you're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Or maybe you were distracted. You weren't paying attention. That's fine. Go ahead and click rewatch.
I do not care about.
It takes you back a certain amount, and you can move that further back if you want. You can move it forward. The whole point is you can't skip the question itself, but you can move it back as much as you need to make sure that you understand, or you can move forward as much as you need to make sure you understand. So let's say you get it now. You're going to press play.
7. I don't care about the 6. 5 times.
And you're back to the same question. So it specifically said measure straight up in a straight line. So I'm going to click that, and boom, notice since it's a multiple choice question, it grades it right away. And this is pretty much all Edpuzzle is. It's basically
5 times
just
7 is going to be.
It's basically just a YouTube video. That's it. It's a YouTube video with questions in it. And always make sure that you watch the YouTube video until the very end. You need to complete everything. So your blue bar should go all the way to the right. Make sure that you watch the video to the end, and that's the way you get credit for doing an Edpuzzle assignment. I hope this helps.